video game day. You know, you might have that love-hate relationship with these video games. The kids might want to pay them too much. Other people really enjoy them. A lot of adults enjoy them. Jeff Eckstein is here. And you, sir, are trying to make a career out of video games. And you're doing pretty well at it.
Yeah, I've been on YouTube for over 6 years. My angle is more the commentary side of things versus trying to be an actual competitor or just kind of playing for an audience and just playing games and trying to get people watching me live online.
Well, when you were a kid then, do you know hours of the day that you were spending playing video games? Do you kind of, can you remember?
Here it comes.
Yeah, I would say at least 2 to 3 a day.
That's not bad. I was
waiting here
12 or 13.
That's what I was waiting to hear.
On average.
But more time on video games than homework, just guessing.
Yeah, probably a little bit, you know, and I think I struck a pretty good balance. I definitely went through some phases of playing a lot of video games. When I talk to people and I talk about video games, I definitely encourage that balance, that you have to keep your other life stuff in balance and take care of that. But the esports aspect that I focus on, I think you can get away with playing a little bit less than you really.
What were the first games you remember?
Well, yeah, what were the games that hooked you and brought you into this world?
Well, we joke in my family that the only time my dad almost hit me was when I accidentally deleted his Zelda save game. Yeah, the original Nintendo.
Right,
so
okay.
It's been in my family for a long time. I have 2 older brothers. We moved to Japan and, you know, staying at home, playing with my Legos and playing with my video games. I was able to compete with my brothers in video games.
Now, there's a balance, Legos and video games.
Yeah.
And you've made money at this. So explain to us, who really have no idea how this works, that people can actually make money.
Because I do tell my kids, these games will get you nowhere. That's my line. And you're going to tell me that I'm not exactly correct.
Yeah, that is true. I make money off of YouTube views, and I started making videos to help support my community, which is Team Fortress 2, and to help get these people playing competitive games more attention. So I get money off of YouTube views and hopefully a little bit of freelance work here and there. The players themselves are making money off of the tournaments, and the tournaments have gotten larger and larger. Oregon's biggest player, most well-known player, is Clinton Fear Loomis, and he plays a game called Dota 2, which is really huge, and there was a $20 million tournament.
Excuse me, so this is a tournament, so people actually do leave their family room and they go to a competitive venue.
Yeah.
Which I did not know. I admit I did not know
Look
this.
at this.
Yeah.
I mean,
People
this
travel the
serious
country
stuff.
to do this.
And some of these shots are from an event I was at just a couple weeks ago, and it was in England. Community fundraised teams from Australia and North America to go and compete in person. And, you know, it was a big, you know, couple thousand people event, but we were just a small slice of it.
And you were there in England?
Yeah.
Wow.
What would you say to a parent in terms of advice about games? Like, which games build the mind?
I personally think that the esports do more. You know, certainly some video
What's an
games.
example of that, esports? Talking about like Madden?
Yeah, a bit. Any game that you can play competitively in a real scenario, and it's challenging for your physical coordination, challenging also as well like teamwork if it's a team setting. So Dota and Team Fortress are kind of my main 2 games. And both of those, like, you need every single aspect of you know, a sport that is beneficial for you, except for exertion. So just, you know, learning to be social, learning to take care of, you know, homework, your goals, to set goals, objectives to win. You know, social coordination and being able to be on the same like emotional mindset as your teammates.
Now for
makes
young
a big
people,
difference.
Yeah, that you know, I said this morning that my son just went to college, and that's the way he's connecting. He's a shy kid, but he's connecting by playing Madden, the football version of that.
Nice, and I definitely met a lot of friends.
He wants to meet your son, I can tell. Where is this guy?
Right.
You know what? And he's actually made some money at it, you know,
nice.
because they go online, and I said, how does this work? You know, because I didn't want him, you know, doing anything illegal.
I didn't raise that kind of boy.
At least not to do with video games.
Yeah, there's small time tournaments. Some of the games like Madden or the game that I play are still growing in terms of the prize money and stuff. But there's tournaments. People are definitely making friends. I met a lot of friends that I met in England. But also, you know, a long time ago when I got started, when I was in high school, my parents somehow let me go to San Francisco to meet a bunch of people that I knew on the internet. I flew by myself and hung out and socialized. But, you know, it's, you know, obviously there are dangerous people on the internet. There are things that as a parent you might want to control or have conversations with your middle school or whatever. But it's also a very good opportunity for people to learn technical skills, to learn social skills.
And look at you getting all dressed up in a tie and these fancy shoes on our PDX carpet. I'm telling you, you know, the man knows how to bring attention to video games.
And we're already out of time. I didn't even have time to ask you about Minecraft, but maybe I'll do that in the commercial break. We are out of time.